Welcome back to Brewmateurs, where today we're going to rank the Russian River beers. Alright, so this should be a very exciting video. I have 6 beers from Russian River Brewing here. They're 1 hazy, 4 of their Western IPAs, and their Pilsner. I believe this is pretty much all of their IPAs, and they only make the 1 Pilsner. So I'm excited to rank these and see how they do. I have tried 3 of these beers so far, and the other 3 I have not tried. So what I will be doing is a blind taste test. I will have 6 glasses labeled 1 through 6. These beers will be labeled unbeknownst to me 1 through 6, and I will organize them, and then at the end I will see which beers were ranked the highest. And to address the elephant in the room, yes, I am wearing a green cheek shirt. So Russian River, if you're watching, DM me. I could use a Russian River shirt. But the real elephant in the room is, yes, I was able to get a bottle of Pliny the Younger from this year, 2021. And that was thanks to my friend Brett. So Brett, shout out. Thank you very much for this opportunity. We'll see if it lives up to the hype. So before that, though, we got to look at these bottles. All right, so as we always do, let's take a look at these bottles and see what they have to say about the beer inside. First up, we have the Pilsner, STS Pils. You know, Russian River has a really good way of making a simplistic label that's also eye-catching, and I love that about them. This and Pliny really stand out when you see them in a fridge. It's just simplistic and awesome. Bottled on 12/11/20, so December. So I'm not worried about that with the Pilsner, though. I mean, it's been refrigerated the entire time, both in shop and in here. So I believe it's a requirement if you get beers from Russian River that you do refrigerate their beers, because they are meant to be refrigerated always and consumed as freshly as possible. So STS is a 3-letter code for our local Sonoma County Airport, the Charles M. Schultz Airport. Our Pilsner is a hoppy Keller style Pils with a lingering dry finish. It is tradition for the style to have a small amount of yeast sediment at the bottom of the bottle. Pour slowly to retain the yeast in the bottle if desired. Give the bottle a swirl to mix. All right, and then pour. 5.35% alcohol. So, you know, classic Pilsner range. Never had it, so I'm excited to see where it ranks and see how it tastes. Moving on, we have Blind Pig, and this one's just a funny little pig on there. He's blind, got his cane and his beer, and he's ready to go. This one was bottled on January 12th, 2021, so a little bit newer, fresher, so that's good. Blind Pig is a Prohibition-era term for a speakeasy. Our very first brewery was named Blind Pig Brewing Company, which was located in Temecula, California, so shout out Temecula. It was here that we first fell in love with IPAs and hops. Our Blind Pig IPA is generously hopped with hints of citrus, woody notes, and a lingering bitterness. Keep refrigerated, consume fresh. 6.25% alcohol by volume, so pretty good. I've had that one before. It is tasty. So we'll see where it ranks. All right, moving on to Happy Hops, and this is just the cutest little guy on here. This is up there for one of my favorite labels of all time that I've had so far. Let's see, this is bottled on January 20th, 2021, so also new. It's February 20th, it's the filming of this, so still fresh. Like I said, they've been refrigerated the entire time I've had them, and at the bottle shop has had them. Happy Hops was originally brewed in 1944 by the Grace Brothers Brewery in Santa Rosa, California. We are paying homage to the Grace family, whose brewery closed in the 1960s, and have revived Happy, the charming hop character who graces the front of this label. Happy Hops is an IPA brewed with both new and old world note hop varieties, giving this beer bold aromas and flavors with notes of tropical and stone fruits. So 6.5% alcohol. It's 0.25 more than Blind Pig, so I don't know if that'll come up, but I also had this one, and it is a tasty beer. All right, moving on, we have Mind Circus, and here we have a guy. He's wearing a mask, and I wonder what this bottle looked like before the pandemic, because I assume he hasn't always been wearing a mask. It spirals up out of his head, and it says, "Oh, there's a global pandemic in there," so that'll do it. There's a little kitty, and a light bulb, and a bird. It's interesting, man. It gets you thinking. This beer acknowledges everything that keeps us up at night. Maybe it's work, the kids, a project you've been procrastinating, or building a brewery. We all have our own version of the Mind Circus, and that's been so true for so many of us with 2020 and everything. It's just so much going on in our heads, you know? Just sometimes you need a good beer to relax. Alcohol 7% by volume, so it looks like I have them arranged in ascending alcohol order this way. So that's interesting. I didn't mean to do that, but it's happening. So it's 0.5 more than the Happy Hops. And interested to try that, see what I get from them. You know, I love hazies, but I've never had this one. All right, so Pliny the Elder. Now this beer is famous worldwide at this point, I believe, from what I've seen on Reddit and other forums. And I've had this beer before. It is very good, and it's a great example of a Western IPA classic. You know, no nonsense. It's just amazing. I love this just simplicity to this bottle. It always stands out in the fridge. That red dot really catches your eye. Let's see what the bottle has to say. Bottled on February 2nd, 2021, so fresh. Love it. Pliny the Elder was a Roman naturalist, scholar, historian, and author. In his writings, he refers to Lupus Salisticarius. I'm definitely messing that up. Meaning wolf among scrubs, likely an early reference to hop vines growing wild among willows. Pliny the Elder died in 79 AD while saving people during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. He was immortalized by his nephew and adopted son, Pliny the Younger. Pliny the Elder, the beer is a full-bodied, hop-forward double IPA. Keep refrigerated, consume fresh. And it's 8% alcohol by volume. So not the biggest double that I've had or seen, but man, I know this one's a good one. But we'll see where it ranks in a blind test. You never know. I mean, I could rank one of these higher than it, and it's just all going to be based on taste and smell, and so we'll see. It's exciting. It's just exciting to see where these are all going to line up. But last and certainly not least, Pliny the Younger. You know, this is if this is legendary and this is mythical at this point. You know, released once a year, from what I know, small quantities. I think this is the first time they've distributed bottles and shipped them to people because of the pandemic, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. And like I said before, this bottle is courtesy of my friend Brett. So Brett, thank you very much for this opportunity. And I feel like it really completes the lineup here. I mean, if you're going to rank them, you got to rank the one that everybody's hyped about, right? So let's see what this has on it. 020321, and unlike the others, it says not packaged for resale, so you know this was cracked out of one of those cases they were selling. February 2021, it's fresh. Pliny the Younger was first brewed as a seasonal release during the slow days of winter 2005. Our 2021 Pliny the Younger is similar to years past and is loaded with fresh hop aroma and flavor with notes of pine, stone fruit, citrus, and lychee. Please keep cold and enjoy fresh. 10.25% alcohol by volume. And so just the tasting notes alone feel like it's going to taste a lot different than Pliny the Elder and their other IPAs. But I am almost nervous to see where it ranks for me when we get to that point. But yeah, it's a mythical beer at this point, and I am super excited and happy that I get to include it in this lineup. But that's enough talking. Let's get to drinking. All right, so the beers have been poured. Like I mentioned before, the glasses were labeled 1 through 6, and then my assistant labeled the bottles 1 through 6. I don't know what any of the numbers mean, so even if a number falls off on these glasses, I have no idea what that means. It's a blind taste test, and I'm interested to see what we got here. And now it's time for the moment of truth. On to the taste test. All right, first beer up, this one over here. It's got, you know, there's a little bit of haziness to it, you know, particulates perhaps. Nose is piney. A little bit of grapefruit. Smells wonderful. Grapefruit peel, a little bit of hops coming through. On to the taste. Grapefruit forward, then the grapefruit peel, bitterness, not a lot of hops. Almost a little bit of like stone fruit in there. Interesting. All right, well, next up we have a hazy IPA, so I wonder which one this one is, but could be wrong. Ooh. Tropical notes. Ooh, it's like guava. Yeah, guava in there. Maybe a little bit of passion fruit. I gotta taste this. Yeah, there's guava in here, man. It's still a little bit of bitterness. Let you know it's an IPA, but it's sweeter, it's tastier. It's gonna go there for now. Next one up. All right, well that's different. Clear, and this one smells like our Pilsner. Light lemon notes, a little bit of breadiness, yeastiness, but very like light lemon forward. Taste. Not a lot to complain about there. Very good. Yeah, very clean, and that lemon comes through just a bit, but it's crisp. This is a refreshing beer. They're all refreshing beers, if I'm being honest, but this one, it's clean. If you don't want the hoppy bitterness, this is for you. Right now, we're just gonna set this here. I feel like I'm gonna have to do a lot of back and forth later. Let's see. Nose, ooh, piney, but sweeter than this one, I think, on the nose. Yeah, maybe some grapefruit in there. Let's go to taste. Okay. There are some tropical notes in here. That's interesting. Slight hoppy bitterness. Not too forward. Yeah. All right. There we go. A little subtle. It's a good beer though. This one on the nose. All right, maybe my nose is getting blown out now, but this one's not as aromatic as those. There's something happening there. This is more clear than these two were. It's almost like this, what I suspect the Pilsner is. All right, there's a little bit of grapefruit. Yeah. Taste buds may be blown out. So, may have to revisit that one. All right, this one on the nose. Tropical, floral. Smells delicious, smells sweet. That tastes like a whole different animal. That's like ripened mango, ripened citrus. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that one. Ends with hoppy bitterness. Very good beer, very good. I think this is going to be my peremptory ranking right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some water, refresh the palate a little bit, and then go backwards. So I'm going to start here, then go here, then here, 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 something like that. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. There we go. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and then we'll come back and see where they end up.